All right, let's do this. One of the biggest myths holding new freelancers and business owners back is thinking that they need a perfect portfolio before they can land clients. If you've been waiting to prove yourself before putting yourself out there, I'd like for you to stop right there, because in this episode, I'll show you a few of my own strategies on how to build trust with your audience, even when you're starting from complete scratch. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Post-Production Podcast. I'm your host, Christy Verhoef Post, and if this is your first time here, I'd like to welcome you to this space where we talk about all things small business in the UAE and more specifically Abu Dhabi. We cover our wins, our struggles, and all of our in-betweens. So if you're ready to start building yourself and your business a loyal client base, grab yourself a cup of coffee or your favorite cup of something, and let's get into it. So you know that feeling when you're so ready to start your business, but you freeze because you feel like you don't have enough to show for it? Maybe you've told yourself that you need a little bit more experience first, or that no one will take you seriously without a portfolio, or my personal favorite, that you should work for free to build up credibility. If any of that sounds familiar, I'd like for you to take a deep breath and let it go. Because I'm here to tell you that in most cases, clients don't buy your portfolio, they buy what they can trust. And trust isn't only built through years of experience and hard work. It's built through how you show up, how you communicate, and how you position yourself in the eyes of your audience. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing inherently wrong with offering complementary services to build a base of operations. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be able to showcase the work that you do as a pathway to trust. But if you're only offering free work because you feel like you have to in order to be taken seriously, I want you to know that there are other ways to build trust at the same time. Yes, showcasing your work can be an incredibly powerful credibility builder, but trust is also built through how you communicate, how you show up, and how you position yourself. You don't need a polished portfolio to get started. You just need to create connection and consistency. So if you're feeling stuck in the I need more experience first mindset, let's talk about 5 simple ways that you can start building trust, whether you have a portfolio or not. The first one is to let people experience your expertise. You don't need a polished portfolio to show that you know your stuff. You just need to create opportunities for people to experience your expertise in action. And here are a few ways that you can do that. The first is to share behind-the-scenes clips of your process. That could be a time lapse of you creating something or prepping for a client or working on your craft. I have a friend who's a baker, and she once shared a reel to showcase how she preps her kitchen before getting started on a project for a client. This helps her audience know that she's mindful of health and safety and that she adheres to industry standards. It was a short but incredibly powerful reel that helped establish trust among those who watched the reel. The second is to create some educational content. This can be through sharing some quick tips or mistakes to avoid or helpful how-tos that are related to your field. And finally, you can do something I like to call a mini transformation. This is a sort of a before and after to showcase the impact of your work. For example, if you're a makeup artist, you can show some footage of one of your clients or practice subjects without makeup, and then some footage showcasing the final results of your work in makeup application. Or if you're a painter or an artist, you can show a blank canvas and have a reveal of the final results. Simple, yet impactful. And you don't need crazy tools to create these scenes either. Just your phone and a little canvas savviness, and you're on your way to not only some hard-earned trust, but that portfolio that you've been craving to begin with. The key here is to give people a taste of what you do, rather than just telling them what you do. When they see you in action, even in small ways, it builds trust and confidence in your abilities. The second strategy I have to offer is to borrow trust through testimonials and social proof. As I said, people trust people. And even if you're a brand new business, I guarantee you've already helped people in your life who can vouch for you. Here's how you can build up some social credibility. The first is to tap into past experiences. Even if you haven't worked with paying clients yet, I wager that it's very likely that you've already helped someone, whether it was obvious to you or not. It could be a friend, a colleague, a family member, or a community member. I'm sure there are people in your immediate entourage that know the value of your skills. Ask them for a short testimonial on what it's like to work with you. And here's a juicy and often overlooked one. Highlight informal feedback. Have you ever received a DM saying, "Wow, that was so helpful"? Or someone texted you a comment like, "You explained things so clearly"? Screenshot those. Social proof isn't just formal testimonials on your Google business profile. It's any sign that people value what you do. You can also create case studies from real-life examples. While you're waiting for some official work, try documenting results from past or practice projects. If you've worked on personal projects that showcase your expertise, use those too. Examples of your skills and talent are embedded in so many areas of your life. Use them to your advantage. What you need is proof that people already believe in your skills, even if that proof comes from places you may not have considered yet. The third strategy I have for you is to position yourself as an authority. And you might be thinking, but I'm just starting out. I'm no expert. Here's a secret. You only need to know a teeny bit more than your audience to be valuable. Let me tell you a little story. When I started my business, I didn't know everything, and I certainly thought that there was no way that I could position myself as an expert. Until one day, it hit me while I was out on a walk. I am an expert of sorts. I've been in the business of serving people through public programming for almost 20 years. I know how government and public policy and programming work, so there's that. And then there's my biggest asset. I am an incredibly fast learner, so I can use that to my advantage to gain knowledge and build my expertise over time. My point is that you find ways to build your expertise and establish yourself as a leading thinker or practitioner along the way. As you go, you can post tips, industry insights, and valuable content on social media as a way to position yourself socially. You can also publish an Instagram or LinkedIn post explaining a common mistake in your field and some solutions to overcome it. Don't underestimate the power of 60-second videos of yourself answering frequently asked questions. Those can be incredibly impactful as well. Gradually, over time, with you consistently posting this valuable kind of content, people will start to notice you and pay closer attention to what you have to say. Which leads me to my fourth insight: building an engaging digital presence. Now, you don't need a full-blown website, but your Instagram, LinkedIn, or WhatsApp profile should be clean, professional, and clear about what you do. So that means, number one, have a strong bio that explains who you help and how you help them. Second, pin a post that says, "Here's how you can work with me," or "These are the ways that I can help you." And third, make sure that your profile picture looks professional. Please, whatever you do, no blurry, puckery selfies and no passport photos. An engaging digital presence doesn't mean that you need the world's most tricked out content feed either. Simple carousels or text overlay reels pack a classy punch. Simplicity wins 9 times out of 10. Have you heard of the term death by PowerPoint? That's when a slide is so overloaded with content that the audience tunes out. Sound familiar? The same thing happens with cluttered branding and overloaded social media posts. So my advice to you is to tear a page out of that Y2K playbook and embrace minimalism. Less is often more. My fifth and final piece of advice to help you build trust without a portfolio is to make the first experience for your clients as seamless as possible. The way you handle those first few clients matters. And here are a few ways that you can achieve this. You can set up simple, easy to use booking process. It doesn't matter if you do this manually through WhatsApp or social media DMs, or you employ a user-friendly program like Calendly to assist you. The important part is making sure that working with you becomes as easy as possible to do for your clientele. Second, make sure that you respond professionally in a timely fashion and always follow up with all of your clients or prospective clients. Showing up for them is 90% of the work. My third piece of advice is not my hill to die on, but it's something that I believe in. Have a basic contract or service agreement in place with your clients. It shows that you take your business seriously enough to protect both yourself and your clients. So everyone, trust isn't about how long you've been in business, right? It's unequivocally how well you show up and deliver your value. I have an action step for you. I would like for you to pick one of these 5 trust building strategies and work toward implementing it over the next week. Then I'd really love for you to DM me and tell me which one you're trying. Are you interested in more insights on how to optimize your business? Or are you interested in finding out how you can get started freelancing in Abu Dhabi? Give me a little follow on Instagram at postscript.ae and subscribe to this podcast. I release fresh new content for you every week. That's it for today, my good folks, but I'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, keep showing up, keep building trust, and keep moving forward one messy step at a time. Bye, everyone.